A 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services.
Back end of the schedule setting up nicely for the Sonora Wildcats. 3 straight home games for Sonora to round out TVL play here at Dunleavy Field. A tough place to play. Opposing teams having a difficult time picking up W's here. No TVL team has done it to date. Ripon trying to be the first one as they march up the hill to take on the top-ranked team in the state of California. It's the Sonora Wildcats and the Ripon Indians. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in on NorCal Sports TV. Appreciate you joining us here on the Scott's Distributing pregame show. Alongside my broadcast partner, I'm Mario Ramos. Appreciate you joining us here. We also have our camera personnel, Taylor Rector and Cole Parkin, here with us at Dunleavy Field, home of the Sonora Wildcats. Coming into today's game with a record of 8-0 overall, 4-0 in Trans Valley League play. Taking on the Ripon Indians, who are 5-2, 1-2 in TVL play. A team that a lot of folks were eager to check out, coming off a JV team that went undefeated in TVL last season, bringing these guys up now to the varsity level. A lot of excitement with head coach Cole Williams taking over, and Ripon making some big statements in the early preseason. TVL has seen them drop a couple. Ripon this game against Sonora, who steamrolled Houston last time we had you on our airwaves here on NorCal Sports TV. Wildcats coming off an impressive victory. They've been impressive throughout this season, Jeremy. This team has been absolutely rolling out here offensively. Just kind of a fine-tuned machine at this point, led by the quarterback Eli Ingalls, who may have had one of his best games of the year last ball game against Houston. 3 touchdown passes. 5 of 6 passing, and we were talking kind of before we went on the air that he might have left one on the table, just threw one a little bit short of his intended receiver, who would have been streaking for another touchdown had he been able to make that completion. But you add in all the weapons as well that he has at his disposal. It's tough for anyone to stop the Wildcats at this point. Ripon coming in here and trying to give it a go. I think we may have some technical difficulties.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
All right, Ramos back with you on the Scott's Distributing pregame show alongside Jeremy Hurtado, the man of the Motherlode himself. Sports TV. Yeah, NorCal Sports TV as we get going in this TVL matchup between the Ripon Indians and the Sonora Wildcats. We see the captains meeting at midfield here in our Scotch Distributing pregame show. 8-0 Sonora, 4-0 in TVL, taking on Ripon, who's 5-2, 1-2 in the Trans Valley League. Sonora, the top-ranked small school team in the state, according to Cal High Sports. They had just won the toss and they deferred. So the Cats will kick off to start, and they'll get the second half kickoff. Looks like they're going to defend the west end zone. So Ripon will be going left to right to start this ball game. Sonora will be going right to left. We get going here on the Scotch Distributing pregame show. Jeremy, we're kind of talking about Ripon, a team that kind of had an arrow up as far as their stock coming into the season with the JV team that went undefeated last year. A lot of athletes on that squad making their way to the varsity level. They also got a couple of stalwarts up front on the offensive and defensive line in Walker Leamer and Tip Piney, a guy who was all TVL lineman last year, one of the best linemen in the league a season ago, and he's picking up right where he left off. This guy's a playmaker, and he figures to factor heavily in here as far as the defense is concerned, and also on the offensive line.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm interested to see how that's going to play out between him on the offense and defensive line versus these Wildcats up front. Also excited to see Andrew Shaw, the quarterback for Ripon, the guy that somebody in this broadcast booth here said that was the player of the year on the offensive side midway through the season. He contributes to 80% of his team's offensive. As I was saying there before, the national anthem, Shaw contributes to about 80% of his offensive output for the team, so excited to see him for the first time live at the varsity level tonight.
Yeah, my first look as well at Ripon live in action, so should be a fun one as the Cats, again, won the opening coin toss. They are going to defer, and they'll kick this thing off to start. And appreciate you joining us here on the Scotch Distributing pregame show. The other TVL matchups, we get to Hillmar on a bye week this week, so they're checking things out. Maybe checking this one out on youtube.com/NorCalSportsTV as you are. We also have Orastimba taking on Houston out at Husky Memorial Stadium, and then Escalon at Ripon Christian. A game with a lot of implications both in the playoff picture as well as the TVL as well. So we'll keep an eye on those throughout the ball game as we are ready for kickoff. It'll be a Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff here on NorCal Sports TV. Special thanks to all our sponsors, Scotch Distributing Pregame, Minner's Tree Company, Deo Espresso and Smoothie, and NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPA, American Asphalt, and everyone else for helping us out and bringing us coverage here on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Jeremy, as they say here in Sonora, hit somebody, anybody.
Yep, absolutely. And that's what the Cats get to do here. They get to kick off what they love to do, start with the ball on defense.
Roberto Estrella angles one to the 20-yard line. This one picked up by Alexander Leon. Leon taking it to about the 31-yard line, where Ripon will start their first possession of the ball game. And as you mentioned, the quarterback Andrew Shaw Jr. is having a pretty good season, both throwing the ball and running the ball as well, so you can't discount what he does with his legs. Through the air, he's 43 of 71, a 60% completion percentage, 740 yards, 7 touchdowns to 2 interceptions on the year. On the ground, 405 yards rushing. Is he looking to put the ball in the air, doing deep down the right sideline? This one is a little too long for Mike Evans, who had a step out there on George Renault, who had a fine game last Friday night in our broadcast. And this one, one-on-one coverage, a couple of number 3s out there dueling on the sideline. It falls incomplete to Evans.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea they're taking a shot on the first play of the game, go deep, try and jump on the Cats early. Instead, it's incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Hey, I love that mindset. Let's see if the Indians continue to do that here in the first quarter.
And this carry right here is to Cale Rangel, the guy who's had some pretty nice ball games for the Ripon Indians this season. Had a 4-touchdown ball game earlier this year. The guy's making his way back from concussion, set out a couple of games. Was able to get some action in the last ball game Ripon had against Ripon Christian.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting him going early, another key thing I think for Ripon is kind of help keep that ball control offense.
3rd down and 9. Shaw under pressure, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Wyatt Ling with the sack. He had a sack last week. This is a guy who's finding his way in the backfield often. This time it's early in the ball game. He gets back there and brings down the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. You see the pressure right in the face, tries to step up into it and nowhere to go as it's down there wrapped up by the feet. Great job by Sonora Wildcat defense, just coming in and making a play early, setting the tone, and now getting the ball back for your offense.
And that incomplete pass on 1st down. Again, I'm with you. I like the aggressiveness, but it falls incomplete. You get a minimal gain on the next carry, and then you're looking at 3rd and long. And this one kicked away by Alan Aguirre. Cash Byington running up on it at the 42-yard line, looking for the sideline. A little stutter step and pushed out of bounds. Cooper Moreno shoved him out of bounds, but not until he's inside Ripon territory. He's at the 37-yard line. We've been doing Cats game for a while here, and it just sounds different when Cash Byington gets the ball in his hands. This crowd kind of reacts accordingly when number 7 has it.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I thought you were going with, we've been saying don't kick it to him all year long. And that just shows why, right? I mean, it's only a 15-yard game, but you get the ball now inside your opponent's territory all the way down to the 37-yard line. That's a huge field position swing for the Wildcats on their first drive of the game.
I'm going to correct you. Your GCU math right there is a 21-yard return for Byington onto the 37-yard line of the Ripon Indians. Eli Ingalls, the quarterback, has Byington in motion. The first carry is going to go to the fullback, Dallas Lattin. Lattin getting the start. We've seen Lattin. We've also seen Stephen Ollie back there behind the quarterback with Tommy Sutton still nursing the arm injury. Tommy out there on the sideline in street clothes.
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody, but I'm sure he's probably getting close to coming back. I mean, it's been, 4 or 5 weeks, and get the bye week next week. Wouldn't be shocked to see him suit up next week.
Pitch on the right side, lane for Cash Byington. Tries to stiff arm a defender. He's brought down past the 1st down marker. The gain of 11 on 2nd down and 10. Byington takes it down to the 26-yard line. 1st down, Wildcats.
As I was saying, for that final home game of the season, which could be a huge one depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks.
You're alluding to a Ripon Christian who's sitting right now at 6-1. And they got Escalon tonight. And could be making their way. The Cats play this game. They'll have a bye week, and the final home game of the season will be against the aforementioned Ripon Christian Knights. As this one's up the middle. Lattin, he's still on his feet. They're still pushing the pile forward. And he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. Takes this one all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for Sonora.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get your little help from your friends there as your offensive linemen come up there and assist pushing the pile. Great leg drive, though, by the running back. Brings up a 2nd and short. Lots of options here for the Cats. Love to see him take a shot at the end zone here from the 16-yard line.
Nolan Anderson, Chance Davis on the left side. Sam Alderman, their center. They go on that left side. Ingalls trying to turn the corner. He keeps it himself. He's going to pitch it to Byington. Byington to cut inside, and he's going to get inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 3. It's going to be 1st and goal for Sonora.
Yep, and for Sonora, that's taking the shot, right? As you run the option, you get the ball to the guy They stirs the drink here at Sonora, faked out the cameraman a little bit, and then late pitch downfield, makes a guy miss, and then drags a defender inside the 5-yard line, picking up first and goal for Wildcats.
Got you, Taylor. That's one.
Yep.
You got to shout out the right side, making quite a name on the defensive line as well. You're kind of that big, that strong. It's easy to get the real estate you want out there on the football field.
No, absolutely. And in high school, a lot of times you got to go both ways just because lack of numbers. But he does a really great job doing an offense and defensive side of the football.
Second down and goal from the 3. Whistle before the snap. And
offsides on Ripon. Somebody lined up offsides.
The call from our official. No Mike today. Move it half the distance to the goal. Moved it about a yard. Looks like they got the marker out there moved about a yard. The ball's inside the 2-yard line. The second down and goal for the Wildcats from the left hash. Opening drive for Sonora. Took over after a 3 and out from Ripon, who had the ball for just over a minute. That's now working on 4 minutes. Ingles going to keep it himself, go straight up the middle, across the goal line. He is in for the Wildcat score. A 2-yard touchdown punch from Eli Ingles. You saw something he liked right there before the snap, right? A little bit of space, a little glimmer, and just dove right in for the easy touchdown as the Wildcats get on the board first.
Yeah, absolutely. Just takes it in himself. Love the call. Hey, see a bubble, take it. Take the snap, go forward into the end zone, and an easy touchdown for the Wildcats on their opening possession.
Roberto Estrella out for the extra point. Hold from Morefoot. The kick is good. Alderman with the snap. Good execution on the extra point attempt. Cats with the opening touchdown. They take the lead and get the stop and the score.
Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay.
Mario Ramos with you on NorCal Sports TV. 7-0 Sonora. 2-yard touchdown run from Eli Ingles to get the Wildcats on the board as Roberto Estrella kicks this one away. It's fielded at the 5. Arroyo is stuck right outside the 20-yard line. He paid the price for bringing that one out. And he gets hit at the 21. Good special teams play there by the Wildcats. Get you a replay right here. Vaughn in on that. Corbin Boko as well as he was clotheslined up there top.
Yeah, Vaughn comes in and the backup linebacker and just makes a big hit on special teams. Actually, he's starting tonight on linebacker. Excuse me. Sorry, Vaughn.
Yeah. Oh,
but, hey, great job. But that's the way to get down there and get things moving on special teams.
It's the second possession for the Indians. Again, putting the ball in the air. Pass complete. Caught by Mike Evans. Catching it on a slant. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup. Good pitch and catch on first down for the first down of the game for the Indians.
Yeah, and a great slant play out of there. Just lines up, single receiver side. Got a cushion. You can see it there at the top of the screen. 1, 2, 3, boom, break. Easy throw and catch. Nice job of taking advantage of that by Ripon. Sonora might want to tighten that coverage up just a bit.
First down carry for Rangel. Rangel to the right side. Is able to pick up positive yards. A 5-yard pickup for Rangel. Again, this is a guy who's had some pretty dynamic games for the Indians, so it's nice to be able to bring this weapon back into the fold. Especially when you kind of, without him, had been relying a little bit on the legs of Andrew Shaw. Rangel with 428 rushing yards on the season, 7 touchdowns coming into this ball game. Gets it again, trying to make a cut. Bounces off one defender. He bounces off a couple more, still on his feet. And it took about 4 Wildcats to ultimately bring him down. Got Sam Alderman out there along with Caden Bird. Combined on the tackle. It's going to be about maybe a yard gain. One official looks like he scooted up a yard.
He moved it right there. I was waiting for it.
Right, yeah, the near official didn't give him much, but the other guy, I guess, would give him a little forward progress.
So now big play here, 3rd down. Hey, it's the first quarter, right? You're like, oh, it's how could, but you don't want to give the ball back to the Cats. They just ran right through your defense. You got to get something going positive on offense, even if it's just kind of to flip the field a little bit more, make the Cats drive the length of the field.
And just psychologically, right? You don't want to get yourself in an early hole. Just get it out in the flat to Ringel. He's trying to make a man miss. He's able to get around the corner. He's able to elude that defender. You had Dallas Lattin, who was trying to get an angle on him, but Kel Ringel was able to use his speed to pick up the first down. Good play there by the Ripon running back.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just a little swing. You're trying to beat the linebacker out in position, does that, makes a miss, and then gets up and gets the first down. Good blocking by the offensive wide receivers out there on the play as well.
That's maybe one if you throw it to the short hash, right? Then you probably run out of space and Lattin's able to use the sideline to angle him out of bounds.
But you create that leverage by the weight of the field, like you said, the boundary, and you're giving him more yards to run.
First down and 10 at the 47. Rangel on the read options. He got a gap. He's into the secondary. He's running free. Gets a block. And now he's got one man to beat him. Morfoot's going to bring him down at the 15-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Make that the 14-yard line. Nice pickup there for Rangel. 39 yards on the carry. And there's some of that explosiveness right there you're talking about. It looked like he was bottled up. And he shot out of there like a cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just getting the ball in the hands of your playmaker, right? I mean, you throw the swing screen to him, then you throw him out and run that read option and give it to him underneath. Get the ball in the hands of guys that can take it to the house. It doesn't make it, I mean, coaches like to make things difficult and confusing sometimes. When it comes down to it, that's the easy part of it, right? Just get the guy that can take it to the house.
We have a quarterback run here with Ace Doherty, the running back, serving as a lead blocker. Shaw still on his feet. We saw Sonora push the pile forward earlier. Ripon doing the same thing on their side as they are inside the 10-yard line. Going to be second down and short for the Indians.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is the same situation, right? You're down inside the 10-yard line now, second and short. You have the option to either go for the end zone here or you can just go, hey, we're just going to go get the first down and play it safe. I like to see Ripon get Shaw out on the edge and give it a run-pass option type of look and say, hey, look for 1-2 me type of 3-4 Shaw down here in the red zone.
Evans and DeCina split out to the bottom of your screen. Against one of Doherty, bobbles it. He's going to be near the first down marker. Byington in on the tackle.
I think it's going to be just short. Nope, they're going to go first down.
So it'll be first and goal for Ripon. Ball just outside the 5-yard line.
Had a hard time picking up the official there. I thought he held up the 3 fingers, then all of a sudden he's saying, all right, move a chain. So regardless, first and goal from the 5. Huge answer here for Ripon if they can put it in. Rangel back into the ball game.
Shaw going under center. Heavy formation here for Ripon. Bring Evans in motion. They give it to Rangel off the left side. He runs into some green jerseys. And looks like he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and goal.
Yeah, and that time I like it. Ripon came out and goes, hey, we're going to go double tight, double wide. Little, almost like a Sonora offensive look, except they got the double tight ends instead of the double split ends. And they just ran the ball right at him, and Sonora said, okay, we're all right with that. We're going to go up 0 yards, tackle him right there at the 5-yard line. And here it is again, double tight, double wing.
They fake the end around. Shaw rolling to his right. Looking for some space now. He's going to tuck it and run. He's inside the 5. He's across the goal line. He's into the end zone. He is pumped up as Ripon gets on the board. They answer the Sonora touchdown drive with the drive of their own. An impressive drive capped off by the Andrew Shaw 5-yard touchdown run. It's 7-6 with the extra point on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm over here pointing because I can see the cutback lane just go. And finally, he took advantage of it and was able to go and get it. You see here on the replay right here, I was looking like, hey, get inside and go upfield. He does that, just slips the defender into the end zone for a touchdown. Now a chance for Ripon to tie it up with the extra point.
And this one's blocked, low kick off the foot of Alan Aguirre. That one had no shot, right into a green shirt. Sam Alderman with the block. And so Sonora maintains the lead as the extra point's blocked, but Ripon gets on the board. A nice drive and a little confidence boost as we take a look at the replay right here. Again, just no angle to get that one up and over the line. So 7-6 Wildcats. Quick break and back with more on.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning trends or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect window.
7-6 Wildcats leading the Ripon Indians. Sonora clad in mono green, got the dark green helmets with the yellow Wildcat, the Kelly green uniforms with the yellow numbers. Ripon in the all white look, the white helmet with Ripon inscript along the side as Aguirre squibs this one, trying to keep it away from Byington. It's picked up at the 20-yard line, picked up by Vaughn, who's going to take it out to the 34, where Sonora will take over for their second possession of the ball game, leading by a point. So how about the quarterback showing up and getting it done on the ground? We see Eli Ingalls, the senior for Sonora, with a 2-yard touchdown run.
With Ripon, and what I like from the Indians so far is getting Rangel involved in the game early.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a couple of, like I said, a handoff, a big run. You throw a wide receiver swing screen to him, or running back swing screen. So love that. Now let's see what the Cats do on offense.
Ingalls going to keep it, pitches it out. This time it's Spear. Spear going to cut it back up the middle. And he's going to carry Mike Evans past the first down marker out to the 45-yard line. And first down and 10 for Sonora.
Yeah, and Spear kind of the forgotten guy lately, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't play much offense last week. Not sure if that was design or if it was just something that kind of played into the ball game, but he didn't get a lot. He did get a touchdown catch there late in the game, but was on the sideline a lot of the game as we kind of talked about off air, but we didn't really reference it during the game because the Cats were rolling. But he's one of those guys that are just valuable to your team, brings the senior leadership.
First set of downs, they give it to Latin, first down. He's got a few Indians on his back. Tackle made by Jackson Malone, who was riding the carrier to Latin near midfield. He takes us to the 49-yard line, second down and 5. This is a Ripon team that, they're 5-2, came off a loss to Ripon Christian, but they're not lacking any confidence in this ball game. You remember they beat Sonora last year out at Stouffer Field in Ripon. Cats had just come off that 52-51 loss to Houston, and Ripon was able to beat them in that ball game. Byington, a little stutter step, gets on the pitch, makes the cut, now he's free. Byington at the 20, 10, he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats, a 51-yard touchdown run for Cash Money.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the guy we talked about that does everything that on the offense, defense, special teams for the Wildcats. You see here, just gets the pitch outside, makes the guy miss, cuts
right
back,
there,
and then there it was gone. He was out. No one going to catch him off to the races. 30 yards later, he's into the end zone. Huge momentum swing back to the Cats, just as Ripon kind of got things going.
Haymaker from Sonora, coming from number 7. Rigoberto Estrella's extra point is blocked. Getting into the backfield with Josh Husband for Ripon. And sticks a big mid up there and gets the blocked extra point. So
I guess that's fair play, right?
Yeah, right?
You block one of ours, I'm going to block one of yours.
Couple special teams plays here early on as Ripon gets the stop of the extra point, but Sonora gets a 51-yard touchdown run from Cash Byington to take a 13-6 lead. I'm going to stick with you here on NorCal Sports TV and get ready for another Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff.
Yeah, so far, fireworks galore, right? 2 touchdowns by the Cats. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns by the Cats.
Minute 3 remaining here in the first quarter. 13-6 ball game. I believe we're having some audio issues. We're going to try to square those away. I apologize here on the broadcast. Kickoff returned by Marco Arroyo, trying to cut it back, and Arroyo's going to get to the 20-yard line. Special teams play made by Chris Gentis. He also had Ethan Craig out there on the stop. Lamar Vaughn, another special teams play.
Another special teams play, right? That's how you get involved, right?
You mentioned Brody Spear earlier. He kind of made his name
right
as a sophomore in special teams. He's just rocking dudes on kickoff coverage. And he's got to start a little more reps at linebacker, and before you know it, he's an all-league performer.
Yeah, and Vaughn, same thing. Last year came up as a sophomore playing. A lot of special teams, punt coverage. This year, getting a chance to be the starting linebacker.
How about Rangel? That time he wasn't trying to go around anybody. He was trying to go through him. Try to go downhill on George Renault. He was able to slow him down, and then Vaughn came in and Morefoot came in to clean things up. 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9.
The clock keeps running. This figures to be the final play of the first quarter with 20 seconds remaining. Shaw from the right hash. Pumps. Oh, he's looking deep, and he's got a man wide open. Evans behind the defense, and he dropped it! He had no one in front of him. He could have walked it in, but he wasn't able to hold on to it. Good ball from Shaw, but off the fingertips of Evans.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. You can't make these kind of plays. When you get a chance to make a play, you got to capitalize against the Cats. And that time, wide open, in his hands, chance to just go 80 yards for a score. Instead, it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, keep note of that one right there. That was a big play. Again, there was no one past him. Looked like the defenders kind of almost even conceded on that one as far as, trying to chase down Evans, who was well past the defense, just unable to haul it in. 3 receivers in the top of your formation. Shaw rolling that way, trying to flip the hips and get rid of this one. And he does, and Evans again past the defense, and he dropped another! At midfield, he cannot bring it in. As he has kind of got his head in his hands right now, trying to figure out how come these ones aren't sticking to the mitts.
Great job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback time, and scramble drill. Deep receivers go short receivers go long, and then these CD Lambs that they're in the middle of the field.
Easy.
Wow. Easy. Chance 2 times to score.
It's because their Cowboys and Commanders are playing this weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, but, Washington doesn't have any receivers this week, so.
Yeah, it's true. A couple big drops there for Ripon. Going to force the punt. Aguirre getting this one away. It's going to bounce near midfield, roll away from Byington, who's hoping to get a favorable hop. It kind of took a weird angle and bounced away from him to the 42-yard line is where Sonora will have it. When we come back, we'll start the second quarter. That was the last play of the first quarter. An exciting first quarter, 13-6. Sonora leading Ripon. Second quarter underway with the Cats having the ball.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Along with the man of the Motherlode, Mario Ramos, Taylor and Cole on cams here at Dunleavy Field. Beautiful setting, starting to get cool. It's a good time of the year to come up to Dunleavy Field. Now one more home game, a regular season home game. Cats figures to have at least one playoff home game. Take care of business, a few more along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Should have home field advantage all throughout the playoffs until they get to the state championship game if they make it that far.
Defending state champions, Sonora Wildcats taking the snap on first down. It's Eli Ingalls rolling out past the 45 to the 46-yard line, 4-yard carry, second down and 6. Mentioned the Wildcats checking in as the top-ranked small school team in the state of California. A lot of people taking notice of what's going on up here at the Hill. A very special squad, maybe one of those ones you look back on later on, a generational type of squad here at the Wildcats. Ingalls puts this one in the belly of Ladd, and he's going nowhere. He runs into Husband was back there. You also have Sam Torkelson in on the play. William Verver. Nothing doing on that one.
Yeah, now big play here for Ripon. Right, you get a chance to kind of get the ball back here, and you if you're Ripon crowd, I mean, you're kind of like stunned, right? You had 2 chances to score, big touchdowns, back-to-back plays, and didn't capitalize. Now you have to punt the ball back to Cats. And
you're a little stunned, but you also want to get the ball back.
Right, you're like, hey, 2 times in a row, let's go for a third, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
big third down play. Ingles going to put it in the air. This one tipped at the line and intercepted. Piney has it. Gets a block by Gaines, and he's running down the sideline, trying to cut it back, and he's dropped down at the 15-yard line. Tackle made by Cash Byington, but tipped Piney with the interception. And a nice return, big fella, rumbling inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. And there you go. There's that momentum Ripon was looking for.
Yeah, but that's one of those guys you talked about early on in the broadcast, coming up big for Ripon here in the second quarter on defense. And now if you're Ripon, you've got to go put this in the end zone, right, and then kick the extra point, tie the game up.
Oh, you could see the energy and excitement over on that sideline, trying to take advantage. It's like a direct snap to Rangel. Rangel looking for the space on the sweep. He's still on his feet. He's got the corner. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Ripon. A 15-yard scamper for Kel Rangel, who is a tough guy to bring down. No leg tackle was going to stop him. He gets around the edge. He's into the end zone, and we are tied at 13. I'm sorry. It's 13 to 12.
It is 13-12. Yeah. The scoreboard just a little excited, but yeah.
Faked me out there for a second.
You can see 3 missed tackles there, just running through them, and then getting into the end zone is Rangel. And now the all-important extra point here is it's been all but, automatic.
Right. Aguirre's extra point. This one's going to slither up and over the crossbar. It is good, and now we are tied at 13. 13 all as Cale Rangel with a 15-yard touchdown run. And we're seeing the playmakers here, Jeremy. We're looking
We're getting yelled at here by the scoreboard. That's not us. We're just TV.
There it is. They got it fixed up.
Okay, there we go. They got it fixed. And Mario, you were about to get,
I know. I was getting the last
fan
step
leathers
here.
coming at you.
Right? What a drive there for Ripon. Oh, well, one play, but what a turn of events, I should say.
No, absolutely.
Getting the interception and then quickly punching it in on the 15-yard run from Cale Rangel has been impressive to start this ball game.
Absolutely has, and what Ripon's been able to do so far is trade punches with Sonora, right? You can't get down 2 scores. If Sonora makes a play, you got to come back and make a play and get back on it. You cannot fall too far behind the Wildcats, or they just seem to stretch things out, and it just becomes a quicksand type of situation where the more you struggle, the more you slide down, and it just becomes too much to crawl out of.
Now, we talked about that early in the ball game, right? Wildcats get the first score, and Ripon is going to squib another one.
Love it.
This one pops off of Renault, who's trying to Vaughn, who's trying to reach for it and able to grab it at the 21-yard line. That could have been dangerous. But yeah, we were talking a little bit about kind of weathering that early storm, and Ripon's been able to do that. And they took that early haymaker, but they've gotten themselves back up off the deck and tossed one of their own. And now the Cats are looking a little bit stunned here as we're tied up 13-13 with 10:20 left to play in the first half.
No, absolutely. And this is a drive here where Sonora's got to come out and just settle down, re-establish what you do. Run the football, run the triple option, get the ball to Spears, get it to Byington. Okay, and let them do their job. And then, hey, Ingalls pulls it and takes it for himself. And don't get excited here just because you now are in a tight football game.
First down carry is to Latin. Latin up the middle to the 27-yard line. Cats getting the ball back after Eli Ingles threw only his second interception of the season. And tip at the line of scrimmage, and then Tip Piney able to pick it off and take it inside the 20-yard line. Kel Rangel, next play, able to punch it in. Second down and 3 after the 7-yard carry for Latin. And standing behind Eli Ingles. Under center as Byington in motion. Not some movement, but Ripon able to stay on their side of the line of scrimmage. Ingles trying to run behind Spears. He's in the second level, spun around, still on his feet. Not going to be brought down by Husband at the 45-yard line. First down carry for Eli Ingles. A nice carry for Ingles, 18 yards on that one. We got a timeout on the field, an official's timeout.
Yeah, one of the officials got caught up in the wash right here. You see right there on the replay. And I think he rolled his ankle as he tried to jump over someone. But that's what we talked about, right? Hey, Sonora, getting back to your bread and butter offense. You got option right, option left. You're up to the 45-yard line. As the official shakes it off like a true umpire would right there in the middle of all the action.
You know, mustache like that, I don't think it's going to phase you much. A little ankle injury. He's good. He'll slap in the grass and everything, too. He's ready to go. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Ingles again on the keeper. Ingles gets to midfield. Walker Leamer able to bring him down. Second down and 5. So we get under 9 minutes. Both teams with their full complements of timeouts here in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And so far, just a slugfest. It's been a great game as far as to watch, right? If you're unbiased and not a fan of either team, you're like, all right, this is what we came to see.
Right. I think maybe for both, you know, if you're a fan of Sonora, right, you want to see them kind of be tested here towards the end of the season. Here's a carry for Latin off the right side. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, so the Cats inside Ripon territory. If you're a Ripon fan, you want to see them take on the top team in the league, the top team in the area, and the top team in the state, right? Yeah,
right.
And see how they measure up, right? As a kind of a litmus test for the Indians.
You know, the Stan State words today, you're just breaking them out. Did you get the word of the day calendar going? You know, monochromatic and litness. I mean, I'm proud of you.
Mid-season 4, baby.
Yeah.
First and 10. Snap from the 41. Eli Ingles again could keep it himself. A little hesitation, and now it opens up. And he would have had a lot more yards were he not tripped up by Matthew Gaines.
Yeah, and exactly. That's what I was looking at because I was trying to see who it was. Great job there by Gaines, just diving at the foot and just barely getting a hand on it. As you see here on the replay. Coming up right there in the middle of the field, just right there. Diving, getting it, keeping it from being even a much larger play. So your referee's still stretching out over there. He's still kind of feeling the effects of that play a moment ago. But, hey, he's a gamer. He'll get in it.
I'm sure he's going to have an ice pack at halftime, resting on that ankle. This pitch to Byington, right side, trying to pick up a block, and he cuts it back inside, and he's into the 8-yard line. Good job of using his blocks, setting up his cuts. Brought down by Lorenzo Hernandez, but not until he's inside the 10-yard line to the 8. First and goal for Sonora.
First and goal for Sonora at the Ripon 8.
Fan of the running game, this is the game for you. We've had quarterbacks with a couple of rushing touchdowns. Just our running backs on both sides with touchdowns as well. Ingles keeping it up the middle, and he's into the end zone. An 8-yard touchdown run for Eli Ingles, his second touchdown run of the ball game. And the Cats retake the lead. It's 19-13 as Estrella trots out for another extra point.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week he threw for three touchdowns. Rather, this week he's already got 2 on the ground. And this one he barely gets touched at the 2-yard line. Puts it in for the Cats.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. A flag comes out.
Yeah.
Coming out from the back judge, so we'll take a look at that one. The kick was good, but again, we'll take a look at the flag. Both teams staying out there.
I think he said it was
kick was no good, right?
Yeah, wide
that's what
right
he's
is what
saying.
I was thinking it was when I saw it. So this could be a huge penalty because I think this is against Ripon for some kind of leverage or something like that. We'll wait and see. The Cats haven't moved, so I think they think it's against Ripon too.
They're hoping to get another extra point attempt out of it. An extra point's no good, and we got a personal foul on Ripon.
So we're going to retry. Well, now the question is, if you're Sonora, do you go half this to the goal and go for two?
Coach Clifton, I think, gave it a momentary thought, but he's going to keep the.
I think he's still
kicking
trying to
unit.
talk and understand. I thought he thought the extra point was good too. So we'll be marched off half this to the goal here. Makes it a 1 yard penalty, 1.5 yard penalty.
Caden Bird to snap, Morefoot to hold. So had his last extra point blocked. And this one, no chance of blocking that one. Nice trajectory as he booms that one through. Well, they get the reprieve and they take advantage, 20-13. Following the extra point, an 8-yard touchdown run from Eli Ingles has the.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Okay, whatever.
What are you doing? Need a little pick-me-up throughout the day? Or maybe get your day started. Hit up Day-O Espresso and Smoothies. Appreciate them sponsoring our Day-O Espresso and Smoothie kickoff as Estrella angles this one toward Rangel, who picks it up at the 5-yard line. Hesitates, and now he's got a seam. And he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Caden Bird with the tackle. Let's see, a 26-yard return. They're going to spot it at the 36-yard line. 31-yard return for Rangel. Good field position for Ripon. 7:18 left to play. Everyone's got all 3 timeouts remaining. It's an offense who's got to be feeling pretty good. They've ran the ball pretty effectively. They've maybe haven't completed the passes they've wanted to in the passing game, but they've gotten the receivers open out there. We've seen a couple kind of key drops as Rangel, his first down carry left side, and he is popped by Byington. Not those two meeting just outside the 40-yard line at the 41.
And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's not the first time those two teams have hit each other before, right? Played each other a couple years now.
Byington saying,
Maybe
hey,
youth football.
I heard about you. You're a pretty good player, but I'm that guy right now.
Right, coming up through the ranks, I'm sure they've seen each other before, ran into each other before, but if I'm Ripon here, I know it's tempting to say, hey, let's take another shot with Evans, right? I mean, that was there, but I also like just a time control ball control drive if you're the Indians.
Got DeSena in motion. This one's a carry to Gaines, Matthew Gaines. Got a first down carry, picks up 6 on 2nd and 5. First time we've called his name on offense, Matthew Gaines. We saw him make that nice tackle defensively that stopped a big run from Ingles. This is a guy who's a pretty good athlete in his own right, in Matthew Gaines. A guy who's, you mentioned Cash Byington and Cale Rangel kind of playing and seeing each other throughout the ranks. Matthew Gaines was actually at a couple of camps earlier this summer with Cash Byington and some of the TVL guys. So like you said, there's some familiarity with these dudes out there. First down, Shaw getting rid of it quickly. This one might be behind the receiver, and Jacinta smartly picks it up and continues to run with it, and it was ruled a backwards pass. So that could have been a disaster. He turns it into a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things that sometimes it's designed as a trick play. It's the bounce pass off the turf. You practice it. It's expected everybody just kind of let up, and then you take off. I'm not saying that was there, but I know some other places that I've coached, we may have had that in the playbook where you practice it. You never seem to use it in a game, but it's one of those things you practice on Thursday. It's kind of a fun thing the kids get to do, and so you never know. I mean, maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a bad throw.
It ends up being a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 as the home crowd trying to fire up the defense with some cowbells. Shaw in a lot of pressure. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down near the 40-yard line. Going to have Colton Gibson get credit for the sack. He was back there. So
I think Davis was back there too, according to the man in the booth there. But
there's 2 green shirts. I know Gibson was one of them.
Great job, though, by the Wildcat defensive line, getting up there, getting pressure in Shaw's face, now making it a 3rd and long.
Gibson and Davis in on the sack. 2nd sack of the game for the Wildcats. Sets up 3rd and 14, passing situation. Shaw dropping back. Now he's going to roll out, being chased by Bird. Stops, trying to reverse his field, looking for some room. Still on his feet, might have something on this side. Gets a block from Ringel. Byington trying to angle him up, and he's able to trip him up just on the other side of midfield. He's going to be shy of the 1st down. He picked up 10 yards in that scramble. Might have scampered a lot more than 10 yards north and south. East and west. But north and south, he picked up 10 yards to make it 4th and 4.
Yeah, but now what you do is now it's a decision time, right, for coach. It's 4th and 4. If anything, I'd go hard count and say, hey, let's just try and get the Cats to jump.
Yeah, they're trying to get Shaw the play call. He's trying to run to the sideline. Coach is saying, come here. And he's like, dude, I just ran to the other side of the field.
I just ran 106 yards. Give me a minute, Coach. I'm a little tired.
Winded.
And he got out of bounds, so it stops the clock. So let me fix that.
I think you could eliminate quarterback draw on this call right here, 4th and 4. Shaw waiting the shotgun snap. Cats showing blitz.
Yeah.
Nearly jumped. We'll see if Ripon's even going to take the snap.
Nope,
Williams going to take a timeout with 4:10 left to play. So Ripon will take their first timeout. Smart use of the timeout.
Yep, love it.
There, so big 4th down call coming up. 20-13. It'll be 4th and 4 for Ripon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay.
Big 4th down play with 4:10 left to play in the 2nd quarter. Ripon with it at the 48-yard line. They need 4 yards. Shaw. Clean pocket, looking for Evans. Corner route. He got it! Hauls it in with the defender draped all over him. He's able to bring it in for the big conversion. Ripon picks it up. They pick up a 24-yard pass play on 4th down and 4. Fresh set of downs as the clock stopped momentarily. It'll restart with just over 4 minutes left to play.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big catch there. Like you said, it didn't bring down the other 2 that were possible touchdowns, but when it mattered, 4th down, needing to play, they go to him again, and he comes up with it and now sets the Indians up inside Cat territory.
There's Rangel taking it to the 22-yard line. Probably dating myself a little bit. We got a little Le'Veon Bell there at the mesh point. Kind of hesitates, real patient once he has it, kind of trying to look for his hole, look for a gap out there and kill Rangel. And then he's seen the explosion once he sees that scene that he likes.
No, absolutely. He's that one-cut guy. He waits, cuts, and then gets upfield and goes.
It's going to come off the field.
If you're not going to date yourself, we could say like a Derrick Henry type of guy. Okay, more of just a north-south guy. We're not going to try and go east-west.
Ace Doherty.
I know you're a little older, you know.
Getting up there, not getting younger. Doherty to the right of Shaw, checking in with his quarterback here on 2nd and 8. He's going to set a lead block for Shaw, who runs right into the line of scrimmage. Not to the official zigzagging over there. He was at the 20. He rocked it back to the 21, and now he's going back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this is a quarterback or lead all the way, right? It's called play. You can tell the O-line's firing off. It just catch it and go, and I'd like to see him bounce it outside there. If he bounces outside there, he might have got up the sideline instead. Brings up a 3rd and 6. 2-down territory, I would assume, here for the Indians. And another thing I like about this is look at the clock. It's tick, 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 and 2:22 left to go. If you're Ripon, you want to score with less than 15 seconds left in the quarter. That way Sonora doesn't have a chance to double up.
Ripon's ability to control the ball once they have it has really helped them stay into this ball game. As Shaw going to bring it down now. Looking to throw this one. Got a man in the end zone. It's caught. Gavin DeSena was able to slip past the defense on a little bit of a busted play. It looked like the defenders got their eyes caught in the backfield. Shaw, who looked like he was going to tuck it and run for a moment. You can see right here, he pulls it down. Looks like he's going to take off. Has it in his left hand. Has to switch it back. Flips the hips and finds DeSena for the touchdown catch.
Yeah, we said they'd like to score with 15 seconds left, right? But if you got a guy standing in the middle of the end zone wide open, you got to throw it to him. Great throw. Able to come down with the catch, and now the extra point. Very important here to try and tie it up.
And Gary's extra point, right where the Golden Regiment would normally go. They're getting ready for their halftime show. As Ripon ties it up once again. This time it's 20-20. We're tied at 13, and we're tied here at 20 apiece with a minute.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
At Deo, our purpose.
All right, here we go.
Got a good one brewing up here in the mother load. 20-20. Ripon answering back with an Andrew Shaw to Gavin DeSena touchdown. 20-yard pitch and catch. Not this one up. Again, trying to keep this away from Cash Byington. This one's going to be picked up near the 25-yard line. A lot of room for the big fella to rumble out there. Is Dallas Latin going to take it down to the 46-yard lines where they'll spot it.
Yep, I love the idea of a squib kick, but you still got to cover, right? You can't just go, okay, we didn't kick it to Cash. Take a deep breath, because there's lots of guys on the Wildcat offensive line, or offense rather, and backfield that can hurt you. And then that time it's the special teams guys that come up from the second row, get the ball, and return it almost to midfield. That's not what you wanted if you're Ripon. Cats still got all 3 timeouts left, too.
Plenty of time here for Sonora, and they do get the ball back to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. So the Cats trying to double up here if they can. That would be ideal for Sonora. They give us to Latin. Takes it near midfield. Is going to get to the other side of the stripe into Ripon territory. Clock running with
the fans
40.
Knowledgeable here in the Wildcat Nation. Defensive lineman number 78 there for the Indians, Lemur, the guy you've been talking about. His helmet comes off, and he tried to slide it back on real quick, and the fans are screaming, he's got to go out.
He's standing with his hands on his hips like he is not happy that he had to come out of the ball game. We got a snap before the whistle, and a flag comes out.
Yep, somebody lined up offsides one way or another.
Well, that'll get Walker Lemur back out on the field.
Yep. And don't forget here, Cats have the ball at the 44-yard line. Last week, their kicker, Estrella, tied the school record with a 48-yard field goal. So they got that hanging out there in the back pocket. If they get it around the 30-yard line, I wouldn't be surprised to see them take a shot.
Clock running now with a minute 25. Ingles pitching this one to Byington, and a whole lot of white shirts on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Good job defensively by Ripon. Alexander Leon able to sniff that one out. He makes the tackle. And Ripon was pretty keyed in on that option.
Yeah, and that was interesting. It almost looked like he threw the ball backwards in a spiral. We'll try and get a chance to look at it here again as they are back on the line quick.
They're going to pitch to the left side here. Spear looking for a block. Husband trying to slow him down. And once again, Alexander Leon coming up to make the tackle. It looks like Spear's going to be just short of the first down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. And Coach Clifton's going to take a timeout. So 3rd and 1. We'll stick with you here as we got 54 seconds left to play in the first half. First timeout taken by Sonora, so both teams will have 2 timeouts remaining. There's that replay you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, usually you flip the ball end over end. This one, he just kind of threw it out there and said, hey, take it. Byington's like, hey, thanks, buddy. Good play coming
Eagles
up there.
Usually under that much duress when he pulls the ball away from the fullback's belly. That time, like I said, he had a couple of white shirts right in his grill, so just trying to flip it out to Byington, who had a couple of white shirts awaiting him as well. Ripon looking for a stop here on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, this kind of fits into what the Cats do, right? You got 2 downs to get 1 yard. Wouldn't be surprised just to see, hey, you got 2 timeouts left. Just go up the middle, give it to the big guy, let him go get the first down.
Dallas Latin, the fullback. A 3-point stance behind. Ingles going to throw this one to come back route to Morfoot, and he has it go through his hands. Might have been a little high, but he has Stephen Morfoot. And you can tell by his body language, he thinks he should have brought that one in.
Yeah, absolutely, and shows you what Sonora was thinking. It was definitely 2-down territory because you come out and throw the football. Now, granted, Morfoot expect to catch it, right? I mean, that's kind of what you think, but nonetheless, if he doesn't, it's still 4th and 1. Got a great opportunity here to pick up the first down, and this is a chance for Ripon to really make a statement here and stop him on 4th and 1 right before half.
4th down play. Byington motions. They give it to Latin. He picks up the first down as he takes it inside the 30-yard line. Clock stopping momentarily with 47 seconds left. They set the chain. Sonora still with 2 timeouts. Maybe now, like you're saying, into field goal territory. I'm trying to get deeper as they give it to Byington. Byington's going to go all the way as he stiff arms the defender at the goal line. He is in for a 29-yard touchdown.
Byington says, take that, field goal territory. Huh? Easy. Easy now, announcer. Let's go put this in the end zone, and the Cats do just that. Simple toss play out here to Byington. Rocket toss out the sideline. Good job of getting the edge contained by the Wildcats. And then it's a foot race, and 9 out of 10 times Byington's going to win that race no matter who's out there playing defense.
Yes, indeed. Good blocking on the right side. Able to kick it into 5th gear and get the touchdown. Ripon trying to get their second block of the game, but Rigoberto Estrella able to put that one in. 27-7, 37 seconds remaining. Quick break.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Deo Espresso and Smoothie kickoff with 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Rigoberto Estrella kicking this one away to Cale Rangel. And fielded at the 4-yard line. Rangel going to be brought down near the 20. So 29 seconds remaining, 2 timeouts left. Again, you're not going to get the ball back to start the second half. How aggressive do you want to be if you're the Ripon Indians?
I think you go full throttle here. You got 30 seconds left, 2 timeouts. You've had guys behind the Cats defenders here in the first half. Repeatedly, I think you throw the football, get a chance for Evans to make up for it, a couple drops early, get a chance to quick strike this offense. Because, again, what you don't want to do is get the ball to Cats in the second half and they score, and now you're down 2 scores.
Rangel shifting to the left of the quarterback, Shaw. Going to put this one in the air and gets it out to Desenia, but it's short. And falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10, 26 seconds left to play.
Yeah, not a huge fan of that call, just the out. And Vert on the outside and out from the slot guy. That's kind of a first down, a typical first down thing, but you need a big shot play here, I think. You got to go some kind of double move or just, like I said, flood in the concept and try and get a guy over the top. If you're Ripon, the 5-yard pass isn't going to really help you here. It's going to, if you don't get tackled in bounds, you waste the timeout. So look for something there. I mean, I even wouldn't mind seeing like some kind of screen. Get a chance to make that pop, but.
Second down, Shaw, clean pocket. Looking to get rid of it deep to the right. Looked like receiver Evans kind of stumbled along his route. And Renault looked like he had a better opportunity to catch that. Evans kind of turned into the DB on that one and falls incomplete, third down.
Yeah, absolutely. He did, and he slipped coming out of his break. And now you're 20 seconds away, and what you have to do is get a completion here. Because if you don't, Sonora is going to get a chance to get the football back with 2 timeouts left. So
especially
expect some kind of run.
Field,
some kind of draw, something like that.
And here's a carry to Rangel. Rangel, the right corner, and he's stood up and brought down by Renault. Play kind of continuing after that initial hit. The Ripon fans were hoping for maybe some free yardage. Coach Clifton going to take his second time out. So Sonora's going to get the ball back. And there's 12 seconds remaining here on this fourth down snap. Cats will get the ball back. I think maybe an opportunity to run 1 or maybe 2 offensive plays.
Yeah, you're probably going to punt the football away here and waste probably 6 seconds, I would assume. If you're the Cats, you want to either fair catch it or catch the ball and just try and get upfield as quickly as you can. If you're Ripon, obviously you want to just roll and say, hey, let's take its time, roll out of bounds, roll down the field. But, yeah, you're looking at if you get the ball about the 40 or your own 40-yard line, maybe one play, and then you can throw something into the end zone. You still got that timeout left, too. So we'll see how things transpire here. But Ripon, you got to get the punt away here. You can't get a punt blocked or shank a punt here and then really pile on the points here for the Cats at the end of the first half.
Good point. It's got to be a clean operation here for Ripon. As they drop back Alan Aguirre to punt this one. He's standing at the 10-yard line. Yeah, Morefoot standing in front of Cash Byington. Byington on the Sonora side of the field, standing at the 42. High snap. Aguirre brings it down. End over end kick is going to bounce on the Sonora side of the field. Byington picks it up at midfield and is chopped down. Good hit from Alex Raudales.
Yeah, now you got 4 seconds. I think it's just one throw into the end zone or something deep like that. If you're the Cats, I don't think you have time to throw a pass and get down and call timeout. So we'll see. The teams usually have some kind of trick play, something saved here for this situation.
Pitchy woo woo.
That's it. I don't think it's pitchy woo woo just because I think if you do that,
I got the big fellas busting out
like
wide.
I said, some kind of trick formation.
Jaded Morris split out to the top of your screen. Ingle's going to go Morefoot across the seam. He's got it, but he's going to be brought down. A touchdown saving tackle from Alexander Leon. The Cats complete the pass, but Morefoot stops shy of the end zone. As Leon with the big tackles, you'll see right here, a little trickery to try to get Morefoot up the seam, and nearly worked.
Yeah, absolutely. It worked. It's just half a step away from being in the end zone. Nonetheless, a great end of the first half for the Cats. You took the lead. You held Ripon. You threatened to put points on the board again, and now you get the ball to start the second half.
Big possession to start the second half. Sonora will take it first. When we come back, it's 27-20. The undefeated Wildcats leading the Ripon Indians.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay. Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209, or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of...
Yeah, no shit. Here we go, 3, 2, 1.
Back to beautiful Dunleavy Field in Sonora, California. One of the premier sites to check out a football game under the Friday night lights. We got a good one here on NorCal Sports TV alongside Jeremy Hurtado. I'm Mario Ramos, Cole Parkin, Taylor Rector, our camera personnel. 27-20 as we begin the second half of play. Sonora with the lead. Cats will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss and they deferred. Sonora got the scoring started. A 2-yard touchdown run from Eli Ingalls. He took a 7-0 lead. Andrew Shaw had a 5-yard touchdown run of his own. The extra point was blocked, so it was 7-6. Cats got another touchdown from Cash Byington. Their extra point got blocked, so it was 13-6 at that point. That was after the first quarter. Both teams with 2 touchdowns apiece in the second quarter. Kel Rangel, a 15-yard touchdown run. Andrew Shaw, a 20-yard touchdown pass to Gavin DeSena. And then Eli Ingalls, another touchdown run, his 10th of the season. This one from 8 yards out. Cash Byington with his second touchdown run of the ball game. This one from 29 yards. He's got a 29-yarder and a 51-yarder here in the ball game. He's also got 10 rushing touchdowns now on the season. Let's get ready for a Deo Espresso Smoothie kickoff. Jeremy, what are the keys here in the second half for both squads? Let's start with the team's going to get the ball first in the Sonora Wildcats.
Yeah, I think you just got to keep doing what you've been doing, right? Take the ball, control it, march down the field, put points on the board here in the second half, the first drive of the second half. Get yourself a 2-possession lead, and then you can kind of, just play some defense and force Ripon into some bad situations.
Aguirre, Squigger, angled towards the sideline. Byington's going to pick it up, though, at the 20. A couple cuts along the sideline, but a good job of angling them in that direction as we're going to get a late flag coming out. A hit made along the sideline, and looks like the guy who made the hit took the brunt of that one. He is still down on the turf. Trying to get a number. I think it's 29, Jaden Becerra.
I'm not sure who that was, but yeah, it's going to end up pushing the ball all the way up to midfield. So just another bad break there on the Ripon Indian special teams, right? Do a good job of him and the Cats in at 35-yard line, then you make a mistake and hit the guy out of bounds. And not only that, but you kind of knocked the wind out of yourself, it looks like.
The Cats were going to have decent field position to start as Byington was able to take it out to the 35. They're going to tack on the penalty yardage. And now Sonora's going to take this one at midfield. It's going to be really good field position for the Wildcats as we get going here in the second half. And again, they're checking in on Becerra, Jaden Becerra. Hopping on that left foot. He appears to be okay. He's walking off under his own power. Easy for me to say up here, as he's still trying to shake it out on that left leg. But that penalty yardage, again, 15 yards, and that's going to set the Cats up at midfield to start the second half.
Yeah, at that point, you're better off just kicking the ball out of bounds, right? Give the ball at the 40-yard line and move on with it. But
no kidding.
Still, Cats got to come out here and put points on the board in the first drive of the second half here, I think, and kind of put some pressure on Ripon. If Ripon's defense can come out and somehow stop the Cats from getting points, that'd be a big victory.
First play of the second half for the Wildcats. We'll go to Eli Ingalls trying to turn the corner. Matthew Gaines able to make the tackles. Gaines and really no one else out there on the side. As Ingalls on the keeper able to find some room. He Gaines with the tackle after about a 6-yard pickup. He's second down and 4. 27-20 here after the first half. You take a look at the replay here. Gaines making the tackle Good job shedding the block. Able to make that play. 13-0 Ripon Christian was leading Escalon last check there at halftime. Couldn't find a score on the Orostimba Houston game. Anyone could help us out with that one, we'd appreciate it. Ingles again could have keep it himself. And Gaines hit him initially, and then Husband had to finish up the tackle. He was able to bounce off that hit. Ingles takes it down to the 32-yard line, a 12-yard pickup for the quarterback. First down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and the quarterback tonight for the Wildcats really just hurting the Indians. He has 2 touchdown runs. He's able to come up and make some big plays, but now looks like he might have taken a shot there. Come back and recheck the play. Hey, what was that call, Coach?
It looked like he was going over there a little slower than usual.
Yeah, a little hitch in the giddy up.
He's called his number quite a bit. What is it that he's seeing there in that triple option that?
So you're reading the first down the offensive lineman of whatever the play is, and that gives you the read to either hand it to the back or you're keeping it yourself, and then obviously the defensive end would be the second read where the pitch or keep it. But yeah, it's really just kind of a read that you see and you get depending on what the defense does.
Ingles again going to keep it. Bounces off a Husband who I don't think he saw the quarterback running there. He kind of run into his backside. Able to slow him down. And teammate comes in to help up and make the play.
Yeah, and that time it was kind of interesting. The Cats came out with that double false movement look to try to get. Usually they run that to try and get you to jump. Instead, they ran it twice and then come back with that counter option play. Not a bad job by Ripon to hold it to 3.
Two receivers to the bottom of your screen. Estrella slot to the right. It's going to go to Latin. Latin can be brought down. Tackle made by Matthew Scheffel. Going to be at the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and short situation. I mentioned Ripon trying to come out of the locker room and get that initial stop. They got a third down play right here, but Cats have it in the 24-yard line. This is pretty much 2-down territory for Sonora.
Yeah, I would think so.
And Colton Gibson, the fullback. On 3rd and 3, they pitch it to Byington, right side. He's got the first down. Cuts it inside. He's looking to set up the Cats inside the 10-yard line. I think he wanted a little bit more. He kind of slipped right there. But he's inside the 10 to about the 8. Maybe first down and goal. Going to mark it down at the 9-yard line. First and goal, Sonora.
Yeah, and this is that toss again. And watch, we talked earlier about Spears just doing stuff to help the team. Look at him getting out here and just putting this guy on the ground. I mean, he was looking for someone else, and then, all right, clapping, giving high fives. I mean, just doing the work there from that wingback position, leading the way.
First down and goal, Latin. Back into the fold in the backfield, gets the carry. Latin inside the 5-yard line, trying to spin away from the pile. Going to be brought down at the 3. It'll be second down and goal for Sonora. Scheffel with another tackle. And again, a nice pickup of 6 yards for Latin. Set up the Cats with second and goal.
Yep, 8:20 left to go here in the third quarter, so already moving the ball inside the 5-yard line and taking time off that clock.
Drive coming up on 4 minutes. Ingles now looking over to the sideline. Clifton making the adjustment. Eli relays it to his offensive line. He's going to pitch it out to Byington, right side. He got the corner, and he is in for the touchdown. Gaines trying to make the tackle, just couldn't get the angle as Byington speeding around the edge for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the ball game, 11th rushing touchdown of the season for Cash. It's 33-20 as Estrella's back out for another extra point.
Yep, and just outside containment gets broken by the Cats. And again, Byington racing to the corner. I don't know anybody in the league that's going to be able to keep him from getting there in a foot race. And 3 times a night, he's put it in the end zone.
That's the thing, right? You can set it up. I mean, you had a guy there if you're ripping, but it's also about making the play as the snap from Bird a little high, but Morford able to bring it down. And Estrella with another extra point to make it 34-20. 7:52 left to play in the third quarter as the Wildcats.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora.
Estrella booms this one into the end zone, hits the end in Sonora. That's going to be a touchback. Gigoberto Estrella kicked that one farther than Aaron Rodgers threw that Hail Mary yesterday at the end of the ball game. A nice kick.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Ripon has the ball at the 20-yard line. Down two scores. Got to get a score in this possession here. Otherwise, things get real ugly real quick if you're playing Sonora.
Yeah, I talked about that early in the ball game. Ripon was able to weather that storm, and here they are once again up against the ropes to keep going with the boxing analogy that we used earlier. See if they can come back and toss a haymaker back towards the Wildcats. Gains, first down carry. It's a good one. Out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second down and 4 for the Indians, who have gotten things going on the ground. They got a gentleman who's still on the ground. Needs a little time getting up. We'll take a quick break. We'll step aside on North.
Since 1961, Banks Glass has strived to help you create the home you and your family deserve. A visit to our beautiful Jamestown showroom will allow you to experience why so many of your neighbors have chosen Banks Glass for windows and doors for their home. Whether you would like to leisurely browse and operate our award-winning products, learn about the latest design and energy-efficient trends, or discuss technical aspects of your project, our professionally trained window experts are available to answer all your questions and help you find the perfect windows and doors for your home.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Gavin DeSena, who had a touchdown catch early in the ball game, making his way to the sideline. It's going to be second down and 4 for Ripon. As we resume play. DeSena being tended to on the sideline. Keep an eye on that one again. That's a guy who's already hauled in one touchdown catch. Looks like Zabriel Reyes taking his spot to give it to Gaines on a jet sweep. Trying to get the edge, and he's got the first down. Gets out of bounds. But after he picks up the first down, first set of downs for the Indians.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a big possession. Like we said, big pickup there on first down. Sets them up for an easier second down conversion. Now you got the chance to keep the clock rolling. You get the chains moving. Got to go get points. Like I said, if you're Ripon, if you're the Cats on defense, a stop here, and then you're in the driver's seat here for the second half.
Coming up on 7 minutes. You fake the give to Rangel. And on the read option, Shaw keeps it himself. Picks up about a yard. It'll be second down and 9.
Vaughn coming up from his linebacker position for the Cats, making the play. Able to pull down Shaw after a gain of 1.
Second and 9.
You've seen this team from Ripon be able to sustain some drives. And if you're Sonora, to your point over there earlier, you want to make them kind of earn this one, right? Even if they do get a touchdown out of this drive, you want to make sure that it takes some time off the clock and it takes a few first downs for them to march down the field.
Yeah, you don't want a big shot play to get the momentum going right back in the white uniform favor.
Speed option off the right side. Rangel popped out of bounds. Just not much room for that play to develop. They're on the short hash. Another pickup of about a yard. It'll be third down, and I'm not going to call it 7 on the scoreboard, but it looks like 8 from here.
Yeah, and one thing we haven't seen Shaw do a lot is run the football effectively tonight, right? I mean, he had one big run there in the first half. Other than that, I thought the Cats have done a pretty good job of containing him.
Big third down play. Shaw, clean pocket, gets this one out to the boundary, and coming back and unable to haul it in is Mike Evans. Pass a little low. He went down and tried to make the catch and roll around and just kind of popped out.
Yeah,
So
I think
it
it would have been
falls
short of a
incomplete.
first down anyway. I think he was going to be about 2 yards short.
Yeah,
But
been
that would have
close.
been a situation where, you force your coach to make a decision, right? 4th and 2. You can decide to go for it instead. 4th and 8 now on the scoreboard. It's punt time, and again, number 7's back there for the Wildcats. Be careful.
There's an opportunity where if you're Sonora, you're looking to kind of take some momentum and take some of the spirit and hopes away from Ripon at this point in the ball game. As Aguirre's going to go well away from Byington. Good job of angling that kick. It's going to roll inside the 30 and be down at the 27-yard line. Good special teams kick there from Aguirre, knowing that Byington was back there. Great job to keep it away from the playmaker.
No, absolutely. It wasn't the prettiest kick. It's not going to go on the highlight film, but it was very effective. It got about a 15-yard roll. Sets the Cats up at their own 27-yard line. And now, again, Sonora, just take your time, do your thing, run the ball, keep the clock rolling, and all of a sudden you're going to, at the end of the drive, you score, you'd be up by 3 scores.
34-20, Cats got a Cash Byington touchdown. On their first possession here of the second half. They'll have it once again on the right hash at the 27-yard line. Ingalls has it with Spear out in front of him. You're going to get Alexander Leon with another tackle. We've called his name quite a bit. He not only made the tackle on Ingalls, he helped pick him up too afterwards. A good job there by Leon.
Yeah, absolutely. Leon been all over. I think you said that's 6th or 7th time we've heard him at least involved in the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So, huge job there by the linebacker for Ripon.
5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cats liking where they are right now with the ball in their hands and the clock ticking. As Ingalls runs into his own fullback, but Byington's wide open. No one's going to run into him. He is free. He's going to get into the end zone. His 4th touchdown reception of the season. And that one going 70 yards as Eli Ingalls, his first touchdown pass of the ball game goes to Cash Byington. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, Jeremy. That's his first passing touchdown of the game. A 70-yarder to the house.
Yeah, and it's the same play we saw last week, right? They just ran that little fake pop half, play action. Wing goes right up the seam, and nobody covers him. Easy pitch and catch for the Wildcats. And again, a 3-score lead here midway through the third quarter.
Another snap from Bird. This one a good one. Morfitt with the hold, and Estrellas kick angled to the left. I don't think he kind of squared that one up the way he wanted to. And it's wide left, so the extra point no good. 40-20, Sonora doubling up Ripon.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanton.
35 points. Here we go.
Roberto Estrella kicking a Deo Espresso and Smoothie kick away to Kel Rango's going to let it go over his head. This one's going to get into the end zone. Ripon will take it at the 20 following the touchback. 4:39 left to play in the third quarter. Mario Ramos alongside Jeremy Hurtado here on NorCal Sports TV. Give us a follow on our social media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, and X at NorCal Sports TV, and like and subscribe here on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. We're bringing you high school and junior college football all throughout this season. A whole bunch of ball games on tap tomorrow. I'll be out at MJC. They take on Reedley for homecoming. Jeremy will be out in the Bay doing a couple of games on NorCal Sports TV. Screen pass to Desenia, back into the ball game. Nice to see him back in. He limped off last time. Makes the catch. Gets a block from not the quarterback, from Mike Evans. We'll get a little block and pick up a couple of yards. Be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, we talked about this now, last couple of drives, right? Ripon's got to go answer. I mean, you're down 3 scores. It's either, hey, you go score here, or it's, hey, we start getting ready for next week type of situation now. But got to love what Ripon was able to do in the first half, keep it close. Let's see if they can answer here.
Shaw trying to reverse course and find Jude Viss. Pass a little too high for Viss. Is a tall guy himself, but that one just out of reach. Got a hand on it, but couldn't haul it in. Incomplete, 3rd down.
Tried for like a rollback screen, throwback screen to the tight end, and it was set up pretty well. It just didn't execute.
Yeah, Viss, that's a guy we haven't called his name too much this evening. The guy who's factored in the passing game the past few weeks for Ripon. Like you mentioned, the big tight end. Always a quarterback's best friend right there, right? Nice, huge target in the middle of the field.
Usually a quarterback security blanket. Yeah, absolutely.
They're down in 7. Desenia in motion, running the wheel route, and he's got his gains, able to contort his body and make a nice catch. Takes a big hit from Brody Spear, but nice catch from Matthew Gaines, able to make that catch and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, absolutely, and a great route. The receiver runs the wheel out of the motion, clears out by the other 2 receivers on that side, and then right here, Brody Spears just comes up and lays a lick.
Isaac Hudson with the initial hit and kind of teed it up for Brody Spear. Made him finish it off. 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line. Shaw, Rangel in the backfield. Motion Desenia inside. They give the carry to Rangel. Initial hit made in the backfield by Brody Spear. He kind of slowed him down, and then Hudson and Byington come in to make the tackle, but Brody Spear was in the backfield. They will slow down Kel Rangel.
Yeah, again, and just that little down motion look. Boom. You said 2 guys come up. Spear hits him initially, and then cleaning them up. The rest of the Wildcats keeping it to a 1-yard gain.
But upon 3 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter, Ripon breaks the huddle. 2 receivers up at the top. Evans and Desenia as they motion Gaines in that direction. Somebody in the backfield moved. We got a false start on the Indians.
Offensive lineman moved there by the Indians. Not going to say which one, but it was clear.
We had a few cats pointing it out as well in case the official was wondering. That'll make it 2nd and 14 on the 5-yard penalty. And a nice Ripon contingent has made their way up the hill. And root on their squad as they roll the quarterback to the right on the run. Shaw drops a dot to Gavin Desenia. He catches this one along the boundary, gets out of bounds, a couple yards shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for Ripon. Maybe about 3rd and 1 on that completion from Shaw to Desenia.
Yeah, I like that. You roll the pocket, you get your quarterback some time, get him a passing lane. You're right, it was 3rd and 2. They changed the.
I thought I was.
Yeah,
right.
They moved the ball back a little bit.
Yeah, Shaw looked pretty comfortable throwing that one on the run, rolling to his right. On 3rd down, he's going to keep it himself. Tries to make a cut, and that's when that play was doomed. Brody Spear able to get the tackle for loss. Drops the quarterback for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 4th down and 3. And this is a situation, right, where you got to keep your offense out there on the field and pick this one up.
Yeah, what you also got to do is find number 2, because he's been a wrecking force on this drive alone. Brody Spears just playing lights out on this drive for the Cats defense.
Yeah, to give credit to some of those big fellas up front, right? Because he's kind of just scraping and praying free off that backside.
The defensive linemen are eating up blocks and letting the linebackers fly to the ball. And right now, Brody's on fire.
4th down and 3 type formation for Ripon. Shaw looking to put this one in the air. Evans behind the defense once again. And he brought this one in over Cash Byington. What a catch from Mike Evans.
So maybe the two earlier were too easy, right? You're like, those wide open catches, those are everybody can do that. Let's go up and get the defended catch here. As you see, ball maybe underthrown just a little bit, right? Had a chance to get him if he doesn't, but still comes up over the top of Cash Byington rather, and making the play.
You see Byington kind of kicking himself. I don't know if you could play that one much better, maybe get your head around, but there's that guy again, Brody's spear. Looked like he could have took the handoff. He was in the backfield right at the mesh point. A 5-yard tackle for loss, his second TFL on this drive.
Yeah, like I said, if you're in white right now, you got to find number 2.
Right.
I mean, he is causing problems for you every play on this drive.
6-yard loss on the play, second down at 15.
As we move under a minute and a half left to play in the third quarter, Ripon got to find a way to block number 2, that or influence him out of the play, right? Yeah. One or the other. You can't block him. You got to influence him in one way or another to get him out of the way so that you can throw over the top of him.
You can see him kind of inching closer to the line, too. You can see the confidence with number 2. He's down there. Here's number 2 for Ripon. Shaw, a lot of time now being flushed. Bird trying to chase him, and Shaw just going to throw this one out of bounds. Live to play another down. It'll be third down and 15.
Yep. Good decision there, right? There's no pass interference once you get outside the pocket. As long as the ball gets across the line of scrimmage, you throw it away, you're safe. Live to fight another day, even though some of the Cats crowd not real excited about it, looking for the flag, but
grounding you're referring to.
Yep, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Third down and 15. Clock stopped with 49 seconds left to play. And if you're Ripon, right, you don't have to pick it all up right now.
Nope,
maybe just
you're looking to get half of it. Yep, absolutely.
Yesenia in motion. A little trickery in the backfield as Rangel hands this one off to Gaines. Gaines on the counter. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. He's slamming his fist on the turf. He thought there was a little bit more meat on that bone.
Yeah, he just didn't pick his feet up here. As you see, they go quick handoff back underneath, and right there just trips over his own lineman's feet. Otherwise, yeah, he might have been able to get 5 or 6 more yards. Instead, brings up a 4th and 10.
15 seconds and ticking as Ripon gets to the line of scrimmage. 40-20. It's 4th down and 11. Ripon doing what they can to stay in this ball game. They need this one here. Shaw has time, looking down for Gaines in the corner, and he can't make the catch. He wants the flag, but he's not going to get it. It's like Lamar Bond was over there in coverage. Or you got, that's George Renault is also out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And what it was another wheel route. You look on the replay here, trying to hit it right in the pocket and doesn't do it. And I think that's perfectly timed by the Wildcat defender there to come up and make the play. And so it's a turnover on downs. It sends us to the fourth quarter.
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced, and Stanislaus counties. We pride ourselves in offering our customers with the most important features of a successful vending program, including top-of-the-line equipment and products, as well as unrivaled customer service and responsive, knowledgeable technicians. Our equipment comes standard with Google and Apple Pay.
40-20, Sonora leading Ripon as we start the fourth quarter. Cats will take over after Ripon turned it over on downs. At a 4th and 10 that fell incomplete to Gaines, so Sonora will take over at the 18-yard line. Pitch this one to Byington. He's got a blocker, and he's got room. Byington off to the races, one man to beat, a little stutter step, and he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line by Zabriel Reyes, the touchdown-saving tackle, as Byington able to get it to the 33-yard line.
Yep, same paw. It's just a toss, a rocket toss. Again, receivers, wings doing a great job of getting on the second level. And then it's just half a step away from taking it to the house.
He takes it to the 31-yard line, is what they're going to call it. So 51-yard carry for Cash Byington, who's had quite a ball game. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown as well. It's the guy who we talked about earlier. Mentioned some of these guys. Dallas Latin gets the carry out to the 24-yard line. We broadcast these games. We also have been doing a TVL podcast. You can find on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Coach's Corner with Mario Ramos. And Jeremy's been on there with me and talking about some of these guys. We dished out some mid-season awards, and Cash Byington was kind of our clear-cut choice for MVP. And I think folks tuning into this broadcast, if you haven't seen him play all season, you could take a look at Exhibit A here tonight and figure out why.
Last week, he 3 touchdowns as well.
Yep.
Had 4 this week, and wouldn't be shocked if he makes it 5 before the end of this. As
Ingles going to keep it himself. Ingles across the goal line. He is in. Touchdown Wildcats. How about this guy? He's got his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A 24-yarder for Eli Ingles. It's all Wildcats as they're pouring it on. 46-20.
Yeah, can't get 5 touchdowns if I take it and score instead, right? Ingles, great job there avoiding the tackler at 12-yard line and then seeing the end zone and saying, hey, I'm getting in. I'm not going to be denied. Gets his 3rd one of the night. And it's all Cats, like you said.
Low snap, and Estrella's going to have to pick this one up. He's going to try to get to the edge, and Tip Piney says, no, sir, you're going to stop right here. So he brings him down at the 6-yard line. So second time the Cats have not been able to convert the extra point. Had 1 block, this time a muff snap. Will cost them the opportunity to convert. 46-20 as we take a break with 10:37 left to play. Wildcats all.
Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building.
Ready?
3 rushing touchdowns for Eli Ingles. 3 rushing touchdowns for Cash Byington. They even connected on a receiving touchdown as well.
So if you have them in your fantasy football team, you are set right now.
You are crushing. Estrella's kick going to be fielded by Rangel inside the 5-yard line. He has it at the 2. Looking for some room. That one nearly got popped out. He was lucky to hang on to that one. Looked like initially Brennan Telford got a hand on that, popped it out. And Rangel was able to hang on to it. Took a hit at about the 15-yard line. That's where Ripon will have it. See if we got the replay here. Take a look, see if he got a hand in there. Oh, yeah, it did, huh?
Yep.
Got it in there.
And then George Renault getting credit with the tackle.
Seen Renault be everywhere the last couple of weeks. Well, Ripon, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, 10:30. At this point, you're just hoping to, maybe finish off on a positive direction as Rangel swallowed up after a 2-yard carry. And hoping to, like I said, get something going in a positive direction. You got yourself a big game coming up next week against Escalon. And speaking of, they are down. Actually, this got on the board, but they're still down. It's now 31-8. It was 24-0 a little while ago. It's now 31-8. Ripon Christian leading Escalon. Well, that could, again, be a big-time game as far as how things set up the rest of the season. Looked like you had an exchange that was a little iffy. Shaw might have wanted to hang on to that one, but Rangel took off with it, takes it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 8. So the Cats, they'll have next week off. Heal up and get themselves ready for the final game of the TVL season and then a playoff run after that. But that final game of the TVL season could have a lot at stake as Ripon Christian, again, 6-1, looking to put the finishing touches on that win against Escalon. They'd move to 7-1. Shaw play action, looking for gains, and just out in front, falls incomplete. He had Renaud on the coverage. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about that Ripon Christian team, and it looks like they're going to get a victory tonight against Escalon if everything holds. And then they got Oristimba next week. Not looking too far ahead, I'm sure. But they also have had that game scheduled on their calendar and circled and said, hey, we want to make sure that trip up to Sonora means something.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the podcast, you got to hear that from a couple of players. So, they're doing what they have to do. Their stock is rising.
Yeah.
Like I said, buy in that Ripon Christian stock. Now, coming to Sonora and beating Sonora, that's a whole different animal, right? That's the number 1 team in the state for a reason here, the Wildcats. But it should be a great game on Halloween.
Oh, yes, indeed. And it'll be right here on NorCal Sports TV. And this punt from Aguirre, and it rolled at the 35-yard line. It's going to skip out of bounds to about the 36-37, where the Cats will have it. 9:09 left to play. We'll see Eli Ingalls right now getting the play call from Coach Clifton. So he and the offense back out there with the 26-point lead. Yeah, but you mentioned, you're right, that game having some significance to the end of the season. Could be a de facto TVL championship game. Sonora, if all things play out, would have the opportunity to take the title by themselves. Ripon Christian would have the opportunity to come in and get a split of that TVL championship. But you look at that squad, with that fly offense that Coach Grams is running out there with a quarterback that's experienced and's got some experienced playmakers as well. That's what you're going to need to come up here and get a win in a place that no TVL team has been able to do so to date here at Dunleavy Field. As first carry goes to Gibson. He stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you say no TVL team, but it's no TVL team. That's a check. No Motherlode League team. That was a check the whole time they're in the Motherlode League. The research that we did went back all the way to 2011. Last team to beat Sonora in a league game was Oakdale back in the VOL days. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a difficult place to win a game. I mean, there's only been a couple teams that have come in and did it. Hanford did it in a bowl game, and then Antelope was able to pull it off in a shootout a couple years ago. But
Bradshaw Christian, too?
Bradshaw Christian did do it in the playoffs as well, too. So
this one's Gibson bouncing off one defender.
And if my memory serves correct, that was because of a 2-point conversion at the end of the game. So it is really, it's not one of those places that Sonora comes here and just, they've lost 3 games in the last X amount of years by 1 or 2 points. It's not like they just get blown out at home.
No. And Gibson with a nice carry to pick up a first down. How about Alexander Leon still going out there and making hits? Another tackle for him. I wish we had some official stats. This guy's probably nearing double digits in tackles. Great game for Leon from his safety position with the Ripon Indians. Sonora has it just under 8 minutes left to play. Give is to the fullback, Gibson. He's wrapped up as Estrella, his defender, still going at it past the whistle. Armin Grewal and Estrella tangled up.
Kickers.
What's up with those guys?
I don't know. He got pulled off the field, too.
Like we mentioned, the Cats will have a week off next week and right back here on NorCal Sports TV to wrap up TVL against Ripon Christian. What figures to be a really good ball game. Finish the regular season. Sonora sitting pretty in the playoffs. This end-around carry goes to Jeremy Snyder. Snyder getting the carry. He's also the backup quarterback, so we'll see if he gets some snaps under center in this ball game.
Yeah, good to see some of those other guys get some carries, get some time out here to run the football.
Third down and 4 for the Wildcats. Ball at the 21-yard line on the left hash. Ingalls will keep this one himself, but the flag is going to come out from the official. The play's going to be blown dead. Looks like the Wildcats got going a little too early.
That might have been another house call by
Ingalls.
Like so.
Coach
Clifton was like, "What are you doing to me?" Ingalls was like, "Hey, let's run the same play." That was that motion, but
it's a little bit of that competitive nature from Clifton. He put his hands up like, "Wait, what?" And then it took a second. He's like, "All right, it's okay. We're up 26."
Yeah, look at the scoreboard. You're like, "Okay, 26." But, yeah, absolutely. That's one of those things where you're going to go back and film and be like, look what could have been.
Right. So another third down snap here for the Wildcats following that inadvertent whistle. They pitch this one to Boko. Boko's got an edge. Boko's got the corner, and he's wrapped up by Mike Evans. He stops him from getting into the end zone, but he does set up first and goal for the Wildcats as Boko takes it to the 10-yard line.
Evans on the tackle for Ripon.
Yeah, and that's the same play that Byington's been running over and over, that toss outside. Nobody there on the Ripon defense to force it back in the middle of the field, and easy first down and goal now for the Cats.
You don't want to give up that 5-6 yards from the fullback. You've seen the quarterback run it in 3 times, right? So you're keying in on the football, and here comes that wing back coming around the edge. It's tough to stop.
Oh, Ingles sees something he likes.
First and goal from the 10. He's going to keep it, and he's wrapped up by Walker Leamer. He was not fooled on that one.
Yeah, that time Leamer able to come up and make a big play from the defensive line position.
Everett Kelly along with him in the backfield. But Leamer, yeah, definitely sniffed that one out. Sure, Ingles
Ingles
probably
comes
thought
to
he
the
had a
sideline,
step. It was like, oh.
and he actually got pulled out.
Coach, that guy's huge out there. So Snyder is going to take the snap. We talked about it, right? Maybe we'll get some snaps. I thought it might be on the subsequent drive, but here he's going to finish this one up as Ingles, tackled by Leamer, is going to come out of the ball game. It'll be 2nd down and 12 as Snyder in at quarterback. And he'll pitch this one. Here's, I believe that's Joel Rivera. He gets his first carry. Tries the left side and is actually going to be brought down for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 12. 3-yard loss, excuse me. 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, this less about getting in the end zone, more about just working that clock and keeping it rolling. I would expect them to go for it on 4th down here if they get to that situation instead of kicking the field goal. But we'll see. Coaches have different opinions on that. Some coaches think the field goal is running the score up, and some coaches are saying, hey, we're just going to work on our special team stuff. So
they did muff a snap on the last one.
They've missed a couple of them tonight. Yeah. So 2 guys going in motion there.
2 guys moving at the same time. Snyder's going to go right up the middle, bounce off some defenders, and he's into the end zone for the time being, but it looks like this one's going to come back.
Yeah.
It's a 12-yard touchdown run, but we'll take the look at the official, and he's signaling illegal motion in the backfield. Both those wing backs kind of making that false motion at the same time. I wonder if the drama department's in on that play right there, because those guys do a good job with the kind of the hand movements, a little pantomiming out there to draw those flags and get those defenders to drop across the line or jump across the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you've busted out all kinds of words tonight. I'm impressed.
I'm in my bag, homie. I'm in my bag.
Yeah, Stan State, represent tonight. That's all I can say.
Go Warriors.
That's right.
A 3rd down and 17 following the penalty, and wipes away the touchdown run from Snyder. And ball goes to Colton Gibson. Gibson up the middle for about 4 or 5 yards. Down to the 13-yard line. 4th down and goal for the Wildcats.
And Coach Clifton down here coaching up his quarterback. I think he wanted him to keep that instead of hand off there. Gotta love that though, right? Coach him up here in the 4th quarter. Gets a chance to see a different defense instead of something in practice where you're like, okay, hey, you're getting 2 or 3 reps in practice. You get a chance here to see best from another team.
Snyder, this time he does keep it. He has Leamer chasing him from behind. He's able to escape that one. And he gets to the 6-yard line, but it's going to be short of the end zone. It'll be a turnover on downs, and Ripon will take over. And we were talking a little bit before the ball game, right, as we always do. We have an eye on what's out here, but we could also look into the future, watching the JV game, kind of seeing what's going to be coming up the ranks. You forecast what's in the future for Sonora, right? Eli Ingles, senior, you can't play past that. So you look at a guy like Jeremy Snyder, he's in line to maybe take some of those snaps. So these are some big reps for him coming in here late in the ball game. Like you said, Coach Clifton coaching him up because he knows what's coming down the line.
When you run your quarterback as much as Sonora does, you're one rolled ankle away from being out for a play that could be important.
Yeah.
And so you have to really look at it like that and be like, hey, yes, it's a 26-point game, right? But what if this is a, second quarter game in the playoff and you got to go in for 3 plays while our quarterback's, gets his ankle taped or something, and then you need to be able to keep being successful and move the ball down the field and run our offense. So absolutely, I love that he's getting in there and kind of getting in the quarterback. Say, hey, you got to make sure you read it correctly all the time, not just when it's important.
First down carry from Mason Buck into the ball game. Shout out to Mason Buck. He's got ag mechanics with my son Micah out at Ripon High School, and he's been looking out for my guy out there.
All right, there you go.
Hooked him up with some chips a couple of times.
Hey, and Micah came out and did camera for us last week, so filling in for us. So giving a shout out while you're doing that. I have to say, I got a big one coming. Well, after this play, we'll talk about that. Yeah.
You're going to be in trouble after this play. What you talking about? Shaw rid of this one and gets it out to Desenia. Had a touchdown catch earlier. He's brought down at the 9. Hurtado, the stage is yours.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to my wife, who we've been together for 25 years, and during that time, I think I've been working either at football practice or a game of sort for probably 20 of those 25 years. And so for her allowing me to come out here tonight and then during her birthday and broadcast the game with you tonight. And I got to give some shout out to her. Happy birthday to her. She went out to dinner tonight with my daughter down in the valley, so they're on their way back right now. But, just a chance to, say happy birthday to her. Happy birthday, Shannon. I'll be home in a little bit to spend the rest of the birthday together, and we got something planned going on the rest of this week because I'm gone all weekend. So during the week of next week, we got some plans to go do some things, so got to take care of it. Like I said, we've been together for 25 years, and I think all but 5 of those years I've been doing some kind of football activities on her birthday, whether it's practice, coaching a game, or calling games here on NorCal Sports TV. So,
bless your soul, Shannon. You're an angel putting up this guy for 25 years. I got to put up with him during the broadcast, and we've been working together for 8.
It's just been,
right?
So, imagine 25, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Ripon took a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. Happy birthday, Shannon. It's the
Minner's Tree Company. Contact us for all your tree service, lot clearing, and defensible space needs. Minner's Tree Company is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience serving Tuolumne County and surrounding areas. California licensed and fully insured. Check us out at minnerstreecompany.com or give us a call at 209-591-3747. Scott's Distributing and Vending Service has steadily and strategically become the leading vending company in the Motherlode and is quickly expanding throughout San Joaquin, Merced.
Tech City?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that game, right?
Yeah.
Is it on? Back here on NorCal Sports TV. Third down for Ripon. There's a carry for Gaines looking for a cutback lane. He's not going to get it. Good play made by Anthony Warford on Sonora, able to get the tackle. We'll bring up fourth down and about 4.
Yep.
Mention our social media accounts at NorCal Sports TV, Instagram, Facebook, and X is where you can find us. YouTube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Again, broadcasting a whole bunch of junior college games tomorrow. I'll be out at Modesto Junior College, Reedley, and Modesto Junior College. Jeremy, you got a Chabot ball game?
Yeah, right. I'm doing Chabot versus Contra Costa at 1 o'clock, and then I slide over, and I'm going to San Jose City to do San Jose City versus Diablo Valley. So, doubleheader for me tomorrow. Oh, it's blocked.
This one is blocked. It's going to be picked up at about the 15-yard line, but Ethan Craig was into the backfield and gets the block on special teams. Sonora will have it with 59 seconds at the 15-yard line. So maybe we talked about kind of those coaching moments. Here's Jeremy Snyder getting that same situation, see what he could do with it as the Cats will take over at the 15-yard line. 59 seconds, so maybe a couple snaps in here for Sonora. Like you said, some in-game reps and some important ones here for Snyder, but the score, again, no longer in doubt, 46-20. Sonora putting the finishing touches here on what's going to be their 5th league victory, 9-0 for the Wildcats, who are missing a player, looking for George Renault.
George's like, I played defense and special teams. Oh, and now I got to go play offense? Man. And it's a victory formation for the Cats, so Snyder going to get a chance to take a knee. This is interesting because I've had quarterbacks that would fight to get back in the game, be like, no, this is my job to take the knee. And I've had a couple of quarterbacks that I've coached in the past say, the backup doesn't get to do those. Those are mine. I work for him all week. Those are my chances to take a knee.
Well, maybe Eli Ingles doesn't want it to affect his rushing yards.
Hey, they go down as team rushes, not an individual. Yep. Hey, because I've had that situation too where quarterbacks are like, nah, I don't want that. I'm like, look, it doesn't go against you. Okay, it's a team rush, not an individual rush in the statistics.
So there's one more snap, and that's going to do it. As some good sportsmanship along that offensive line. We've seen these guys battling, and now, again, going out there and shaking hands as Chance Davis makes his way to tip Piney, a couple of monsters along the offensive and defensive line, showing their respect to one another as this game comes to an end. Teams lining up to shake hands at midfield as Sonora is going to improve to 9-0 on the regular season, 5-0 in the TVL. Loss is going to drop Ripon to 5-3 and 1-3 in Trans Valley League. This is a Ripon squad. Came in 4-0 in the preseason. A lot of high hopes and expectations for a team that won a JV championship last year. And kind of finding out how difficult things can be here in the Trans Valley League. Lost a close one to Houston on the road. Dropped a tough one to their inner city rival, Ripon Christian, at home. And here coming up to Sonora, taking on the top team in the league. And running into a buzzsaw here in the Wildcats, who pick up the 46-20 victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of those things. Losing 3 out of the last 5 games, right? You look at it and go, okay, this is a chance where, as a coach, and we talked about this on the podcast, you get a chance to kind of see, hey, we got to be battle-tested come playoff time. And you look at it and you say, when everything's gone right, we've been able to play and win. But now how are you going to react when things aren't going your way? You've lost a couple games, and it's going to be interesting to see how they respond from this one next week, because next week they got another big one coming up against Escalon, who right now is losing 31-8 up to Ripon Christian in the third quarter. But, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a huge game again for playoff seeding for both teams.
Mm-hmm. Escalon in Division 4, Ripon in Division 6, who figures to still, have a spot in the playoffs when all's said and done. They figure to be there. Strength of schedule is definitely going to help them out, but picking up a victory against Escalon would definitely go a long way. They also have Hilmar on the schedule as well, so
that's getting easier, right? I mean, those are 2 teams that can definitely create some problems.
Yeah.
Ask Sonora. Hilmar almost got them a couple weeks ago.
Yep. So a couple of long-time TVL rivals still on the schedule for Ripon. They'll have Escalon and Hilmar for the Cats on the other side, and they pick up a win here when they were tested early on in the first half. Ripon gave them all they could handle for the first 2 quarters. The Cats were able to get that late touchdown at the end of the first half and use that momentum and get another score to start the second half, and that's really where they put things away. And it was too big a hole for Ripon to dig out of, and we've seen the Cats kind of pile onto teams here at Dunleavy Field especially, and be able to get these what looks like lopsided victories. And what we talked about was a pretty good game for the first half, but at the end, too much Wildcats as they improved to 9-0, 5-0 overall. Again, a bye week coming up, and what's looking like a de facto TVL championship game coming up here at Dunleavy Field the next time we're on the airwaves on October 31st, Halloween night. No better place to be than right here at Dunleavy Field. If you can't make it out, again, youtube.com/NorCalSportsTV is where you can find Ripon Christian and Sonora. Will be the final regular season home game here for the Wildcats.
Trick-or-treating done early. If not, stop by my dad's house and have it on the big screen and projector at the house. Hey, got to represent their dad out there in Jamestown. But, yeah, I mean, get your trick-or-treating done early, get home in time to watch the Wildcats and Ripon Christian. If you can't get out here to Dunleavy Field, you can watch it on NorCal Sports TV.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you guys joining us for this broadcast. A heck of a ball game for the Wildcats. 3 rushing touchdowns from Eli Ingles, 3 from Cash Byington. They connected for 1 in the air, a 70-yarder, as the Wildcats win this one 46-20. For our entire NorCal Sports TV crew, our executive producer, executive director, Dion I, producer extraordinaire and color commentator, Jeremy Hurtado, our camera personnel, Cole Parkin and Taylor Rector. I myself and Mario Ramos saying thank you for watching this presentation of Sonora Wildcats.